Hey,
Are
we're
we
live
live?
again. I think we're live again. Hello. Do we need to plug in your phone now?
Yes.
So, for some reason, the phone we were using just would not connect to the internet. So we've switched phones. Excuse me, I'm plugging it in to some power. I can take that. Oh no, that's not the way to hold it. What is happening?
Your hand is over the mic.
Oh, because it's facing this way. All right. So there's a front one here?
Yep.
Weird. Oh gosh, why is this so difficult for me? So we're back. Sorry about that.
You want to flip it around?
Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to. Shelley, I can't handle your phone.
It's the same as
Causing me
Matt's
grief.
phone. Okay, so we're here. We've moved behind the police lines where we were before. Let us know if we can, you can hear us okay. So, sorry, we're a bit having to do this a little bit on the fly. Over here, which way did Matt go? This way?
I don't know. I think so.
Over here, you can see, basically, sorry, we've also lost the gimbal for the time being.
We've also lost Matt for the time being.
There are way more police over here on this road as well. And
So you can also see like how like there have been like bricks and stuff dug up and like some of these fence posts torn down.
okay,
Matt told us he did see
police,
several protesters.
yes, arresting protesters over here on this road.
Is that Matt?
No.
That's not Matt.
So I think what happened was that there were protesters over here because there's this stuff is like abandoned umbrellas and things like this left by the protesters as the police kind of came through. So we've like over here you can see some people on the ground who I think are the people that police have arrested. So
concerned we're at risk of being permanently separated from Matt right now.
yeah, I do not know where he went is the problem. So I don't know what direction. All right, behind us you can see. I guess Carrie Lam is speaking right now. She's saying there's lots of misunderstandings that haven't been sorted out as we watch a row of riot police come up the street in their shields.
I somehow think there's no misunderstanding. Oh, good, there's Matt.
Okay, so I'm sorry for the extremely shaky Zoom.
Shelley's nervous.
Actually, I'm just not good at holding a phone steady while holding another phone in my other hand. Matt's over here. I'm gonna unzoom. Okay, Lamb is saying, sorry, there've been so many misunderstandings. I've impacted so many people. We need to do a review. Yeah, I think this is
a way to put it.
This is the aftermath of a clash between the police and the protesters. Lamb saying politics and the economy have had lots of up and downs. Sorry about nothing much happened after the stream went dead. It was just us standing there trying to get the stream back up. And the protesters on that side had retreated a little bit from the police. I think you guys might have seen that as one of the last things. So that area kind of de-escalated a lot. But basically what's happening is that there are multiple roads right now. We're seeing police on this side. They've driven protesters back. That black building over there is the Legislative Council. So that's the government building where protesters have been kind of, there's an official protest site out there. So protesters have been out there for off and on for a few weeks now. More police coming over here. Can't really tell if they're leaving or marching to a different area.
And the reason we're not running around too much is just because we want to keep our team together, because it would be very easy to just get permanently separated. So we know where Matt is right now. And Matt's going to be our main camera guy, so we kind of need to be somewhat close to him. So a piece of a brick down there.
Please don't kick the brick into my path.
I would never. There's just been some misunderstandings between us.
Uh-huh. That's some misunderstandings, including my foot on a brick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, a couple extra helmets. Some
Yeah.
goggles if you need any.
There was a hasty retreat from this location.
Well, it does sound like something I mean.
Should we go back this way?
Yeah. So we're headed back towards the Legislative Council, where the sort of center of the protests have mainly been. Matt, I haven't been able to properly put this back into position.
Beyond this police line, I think you probably can't see it quite yet. There's like a row of protesters over there in front of the building.
Are those the arrested?
I'm gonna gimbal you.
Okay, we're gonna try the gimbal again.
Oh, it's been shutting off though.
Well, let's see if it works now that it's not as hot.
We are not fleeing a riot. We're just trying to get the camera to work. Oh, can you get a shot of those guys? You got a shot of those guys. They look like serious mothers. Are those the arrested protesters over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Gimbal's not working.
Okay. Yeah, let's just abandon it. I think it's out of battery.
That might be.
Okay.
So there's a lot of police officers who are carrying these the rubber bullet guns. They look like 22 rifles, except they've got orange handles and tips, and they say on them less lethal, which I'm not exactly sure what that's supposed to mean, to be less lethal but still lethal. And there's a lot of them carrying the rubber bullet guns now. However, I haven't seen any of the flags raised except the police line do not cross flag. So for now, I think we're safe. Yeah, maybe we can see what's happening over here.
So
I just want to say that they've arrested 4 protesters. I think it's better not to get too close because we don't want to show their faces on the camera.
Oh, good point.
But so we can see just over here, kind of in a wide shot.
Don't get too far away, Matt, otherwise no one can hear you.
Yeah, that's
So-
they've arrested some people. Now it's really starting to rain, so I'm going to pull out an umbrella for us.
Where did this happen? Where did this come from?
It came from the sky, Chris.
All right,
Okay, I'm
so
going to stand behind you now. You can share this yellow umbrella. Good thing all the protesters have umbrellas.
it was very well thought out. Almost too well thought out. The bots are back. Turn off links. Oh, turning off links, that would have been a good idea. I wish we knew how to do that. All right, let's still get a little closer.
All right. Watch out for these. The ground here is littered with broken and discarded umbrellas.
Did you see what happened, Matt?
I did not see what happened here. However, I have an idea.
Oh, hey.
Chris, you want to grab this one?
Yes. Oh, wow, this is a nice umbrella. I just got a souvenir. Oh, this is, somebody actually discarded a very nice umbrella. So, obviously there were, protesters had occupied the street and got pushed back. Something along those lines.
Yeah, as far as I know, I saw at least one injured protester who was being put into an ambulance. And according to one journalist I spoke with about 20 minutes ago, there was some pretty aggressive confrontation along a barrier between police and protesters. That's over in this direction here. I have a feeling it's going to stay a little quiet as it rains.
Nobody likes to have mass movement in the rain.
Yeah, things can slip. Trigger fingers can slip.
Somebody's saying they can't see the protest.
All right, Chris, I'm just going to pop the gimbal in here because I can't access my backpack.
So you can sort of see the protesters behind the police.
They're just clearing way for an ambulance. They've been clearing the way for ambulances all morning.
Excuse me as I step over debris in the
They're not going to
streets.
let you get too close here.
Okay, so you can
Let's
sort of
just
see
back
the
up a little bit.
protesters over there.
I don't want to cause an issue.
Okay, we'll back up. That nice gentleman gave us a look, and he has a baton out. So we're not going to mess with him too much. So somebody is asking what's happened. So for an update, this is July 1st. That is the anniversary of when the UK gave Hong Kong to China. So every year they hold this flag-raising ceremony. It's supposed to be the sort of patriotic thing of like how happy Hong Kong is to be reunited with the motherland. Except because people are all terrified of Beijing and have been protesting all week, they were afraid that protesters would disturb the flag-raising ceremony, not get their nice, beautiful PR shot. So we've heard estimates of like 5,000 riot police, huge amounts of man-sized barriers blocking people from getting anywhere near the flag-raising ceremony. We think Hong Kong's chief executive Carrie Lam had to be flown in on helicopter to get there. They took a boat full of people there, and now they're apparently holding the flag-raising ceremony inside. This was like an hour ago, before it started raining like this. So, this is somehow symbolic. A storm has hit Hong Kong. And I do have to say, thank you to whichever protester dropped this very nice umbrella. Matt is offering an umbrella to the riot police guy in the night. Matt's got a heart of gold and a hair of gold. It's all good. So, yeah, this is really coming down now. It's raining wontons, as the Gang of Four says. So, I can't imagine anyone is super happy to be here right now. Wow, Matt Nickel donated $100. Thank you. Incriminating myself. Yes, this might be the start of Noah's flood. So there's the ambulance beginning to pull out. And thank you for everyone who is here for this live stream. The whole point of doing this is because, not just to let you guys know what's happening, but by having a press presence here, it also we found it de-escalates any tensions between police and protesters because, the world is watching. Rain has kind of calmed down a little bit. And so also keep in mind that a little later today at 2 o'clock Hong Kong time, obviously, there's supposed to be a rally, which is like, organizers have gotten the legal permits and everything, so that's nice and legal. So there's going to be, we can expect a pretty big rally later today. We don't know if it will be as big as the 2 million one that happened last week, but we could expect that it might be pretty big. Yeah, at the moment things are pretty calm. Oh. So, all of us. So the word basically went out to kind of get here before sunrise. So, Matt and Shelley and I, we basically left the protest site last night around midnight, slept for a couple of hours, and then headed out. And as we were leaving our hotel, we ran into a group of these riot police running over here. So we just obviously figured the best scenario would be to follow them. So we followed the riot police, and we've been here all morning. And this is just the beginning of a day. As you can see, this street is littered with the debris of another previous clash with police and protesters. None of us actually saw it, so all I can assume that happened is protesters were on the street and then they abandoned stuff as they went back.
Back to where they are now, which is right against the wall of the Legislative Council offices.
They're shouting again. Oh! I don't know if I got that on camera, but they just threw an egg. Somebody threw an egg at police, and that policeman used his shield to expertly block it. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed. Somebody says they're throwing shoes. True. Yeah, who's gonna pick up all the trash? That's a good question. Geez. I hope nobody throws eggs. Oh. I see a bunch of, like a dozen broken eggs further down. Did you guys see that egg throwing? Yeah, if anyone knows how to ban the bots, I'd like to know how. Like all of this live stuff is kind of new for us. It actually looks more like 36 eggs than a dozen. You're right. Thank you. Good eye. All right, I'm going to pass this to Shelley so Shelley can have some camera time, talking time. And then,
So what you can kind of see is right in front of us are some of the more heavy-duty police in the riot gear with the batons and stuff like that. And then the protesters are have been driven back to the edge of the Ledgeco building, this black building that's in front of us. And so it's kind of in a lull right now. So I'm getting information that there have been clashes with police here at Civic Tower, which is right up here, so that's where we are right now, and Admiralty, which is like down the street from us. So lots of things going on, but right now it's kind of calm. We've also ended up behind these police lines again. Somebody asked what the demands of the protesters are. It's the same that they've been demanding for They've been asking for the extradition bill that would let the Hong Kong government send people to mainland China for trial. They've been asking that to be withdrawn completely and not just paused. They've been asking for an independent inquiry into the police actions on June 12th when they fired 150 tear gas canisters and pepper spray, beat some of the protesters with batons, so people are fired rubber bullets. So people are asking for an independent inquiry into that. Couple other things, but those are the two main ones. As the protests have evolved, we've seen some more calls for a kind of democracy, things like that, but those are not the main requests. So just got information that the July 1st flag ceremony has been successfully completed.
So that might mean things start to de-escalate to the rally.
I guess it depends on whether what happens with the protesters, if they kind of leave or does tear gas even work in the rain? You know, I'm not sure.
Also, check out the China Uncensored Instagram account. A bunch of photos that I've been trying to post finally went through, so you can see what's been happening.
Someone said that they saw the flag raising, pretended everything was fine. Seeing information basically that Admiralty Station is still closed, but that they've reopened another one of the MTR stations. People are telling me that tear gas works just fine in the rain. Good to know. Good to know.
A few eggs are being thrown at some of the police.
I don't know how to disable the links.
Yeah, so if you want to aim over there, you can kind of see some eggs are being thrown. And I think they're going to do the speaker to say, turning on the speaker to say, don't throw eggs at us.
Somebody asked, where is this? We are in Hong Kong right now, in front of the Legislative Council building, where the police have kind of penned in a group of protesters who were trying to get to a flag-raising ceremony that's being held behind us, behind me, in another building. More police kind of coming up. So we've kind of repeatedly accidentally ended up behind the police line. Matt's in front of me right now taking some footage. So you can see some other press over here. The guy in the green umbrella, with the 7-Eleven umbrella, sorry, is some more press walking over. All of the people in the yellow vests behind that police line are press. No, I am not going to do that. They're bringing a few ambulances in here in the back. The dude that looks like he has a Nerf gun, those are the, if they've got orange on them, they're the rubber bullet. I also, guns. And I also see some with cans of pepper spray. Okay, Chris, can you take this for a second so I can take my umbrella down and stuff?
Sure. Got it. All right, it's Chris. He's back in control. Somebody says the PLA is a big joke. That's true. Oh, wow. So many people have been donating. Thank you. Let me just take a look at what... Let me get it back on an interesting thing and say... Stephen Dunbarton Shires donated $20. Thank you. Just going through Warp 1092 donated $20. Thank you. I just want to make sure you guys get thanks for doing this. Carmen S.E. donated $19.99. Thank you so much. And Matt Nickel donated $100. I got that earlier. Thank you again. So, yeah, all right. So, yeah, thank you for all the guys who are donating. All right. What are they protesting? So, the protests are for an ongoing... Oh, I've got to remember. Somebody asked what... Oh, sorry. So we're being told to move because we're in danger here, I guess. So essentially protesters are here protesting, at the heart of it was an extradition bill that would have allowed authorities to send people in Hong Kong to mainland China for trial. People, that was kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back in terms of Hong Kong people dealing with Beijing influence. But then there was a night that the police kind of cracked down violently on the protesters, so now a big part of this is asking for an independent investigation into whether police used excessive force. Today is the July 1st anniversary of the handover of Hong Kong to China. So there's a flag-raising ceremony where the Hong Kong chief executive is supposed to raise the Hong Kong flag and the Chinese flag, and it's supposed to be a symbol of how happy everyone is to be unified. But as you can see, that is not the popular sentiment. In order to prevent protesters from getting near the flag-raising ceremony, there's about 5,000 riot police who have been deployed, so we've heard, and lots of barriers have been erected. And as you can see behind me, there's definitely a lot of wreckage. So some protesters, I don't know if you can see that, some protesters are throwing eggs at police. You can see up there. Obviously, that is not very helpful to the situation. But we also don't know who is throwing it. There's the potential of just bad actors trying to stir things up. I did just see somebody try and throw an egg from the police lines, but it hit a guy's umbrella, so it just splattered all over protesters. There comes one, boom! So.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to take kindly to more eggs being thrown.
Yeah, I'm not going to take kindly with more eggs being thrown. Don't they know China Uncensored? Oh, and that's an example. You can see somebody flashing a light. They kind of do that. Yeah, somebody says bad actors. Possibly so. So.
There has been a lot of anger against police, though. The police headquarters were egged the other day.
Oh,
I
God.
can't imagine that some of the
Matt got some egg.
I have to imagine that the protesters are also trying to stop the people.
I'm going to zoom in on the egg on Matt's face. Just a second. Egg face.
As you can see, it's a little bit more complicated than police are the only people causing an issue. They're definitely throwing some eggs.
Can we see this?
And now I've got egg on my face.
Switch to this side, your backlit. I want to get a shot of that egg on your face. Matt, turn your face to us. Oh, man. He's been egged by protesters. We've been here all morning, and the most risk we face is egging from protesters. Hey, the Beastie Boys are known to let the beat drop. I agree, eggs are nutritious. I don't like seeing them wasted like this.
We did not really have breakfast this morning, so.
Oh man, well, it's really tasty egg.
There's some
it's on your neck too.
Here.
Shelley is kindly mopping up the egg. This is the kind of tender moments that happen. Oh, somebody has egg.
All right.
Sorry if my camera works a bit sloppy. This is an iPhone, I'm just holding it. Interviewing press might be interesting.
What we should have done is bought 2 gimbals.
Yeah, we needed 2 gimbals. They're washing off, trying to wash off. Excuse me.
Some of the police definitely have their hands on the pepper spray cans. They seem to not really care that the press are pretty close up behind them, though. And like, there's the guy in front of us who's getting pretty close to take photos of the shield with the egg on it and stuff like that.
This guy's getting mad. Sorry about the camera shaking, but this is handheld now. Our gimbal ran out of battery. So we're going to see, we have somebody doing some translation for us. I'll see if any of her messages come through. Somebody says, Jackie the Nerd says, sounds like Hong Kong is having an existential crisis.
Really?
Thank you. You guys are the best. Thanks for watching. Kind of get up. Coming back. You can hear some sirens in the background.
Unfortunately, because my phone was the one we were using to see what was happening in other areas, now I have no idea what's happening.
Oh.
Yeah, now it's being used for the live stream.
Okay. Yeah, thanks for the words of encouragement. Shelley, do you want to borrow my phone for just a second? I need to awkwardly hold the camera while I get out. Or do you want to use Matt's? Matt's phone
is not.
Oh, connected. Maybe it was just the YouTube that wasn't working. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera.
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to push in your password.
No, that's not my password.
Wait, your password is password?
Yeah, we're here, Caroline.
We're here, Caroline. Somebody's saying they're shooting protesters in the south.
What?
We'll have to confirm that. We're trying to check
South is
our media.
that way.
So some of the protesters were yelling, "Police are dogs," at the police.
Protesters were shouting, police were dogs. Someone is saying they're shooting protesters, but I can't imagine this group would be like this if that was actually happening. We'll try and check in on that. Oh, so here's an example of how protesters are arranging. I just got a message on Telegram, which is this social messaging app people have been using that's pretty secure. And they were essentially saying urgent requests for water, basically here at LegCo. So that message goes out, and then people will start bringing water to this area.
Okay, so
Oh.
what happened was
Here, can you? It'll be easier for them to hear if you hold it.
okay. So they did raise the flag. They raised the flag. They did a flag raising ceremony inside at around 8 a.m. So it looks like some protesters earlier today had tried to, on Harcourt Road, a road like a block away from us, had tried to move toward police lines and were met with batons. So some ambulances, protesters, had multiple head wounds from batons reported on not this street, but a neighboring street. Yeah, somebody asked if we're supposed to be on the other side. We were over between police and protesters on another street. So when we came around to the street, we kind of just ended up behind the police lines.
One of the officers here did kind of suggest we go on the other side, saying that we'd be safer there. This was before eggs started coming at us from protesters. But yeah, I think we're gonna stay on this side for now. But as you can see, the police don't really seem to mind us being here. And there's press like very close to them on the front side. So, nobody's like asked for us to move or anything. So our theory is kind of just the presence of the press makes it better for everyone. It de-escalates the situation. So I think both police and protesters are pretty happy to have press around.
There's an elite unit of police known as the Raptors, and people are saying that they are not the Toronto basketball team, but they're saying that they've been spotted here along Harcourt Road at the protest.
Oh, if anyone has any more information about that, I don't know if that's true. But,
How are the Raptors dressed so we can identify them?
I think they're the guys in black, but I'm not sure. Also, that was from Telegram, so I can't ask. Yeah. Where we are, it seems like the tension's kind of ratcheted down a little bit.
everywhere we go, things get calm. I'm sorry we can't bring you some action-packed footage. Shelley drop-kicking people left and right.
Oh, now it's sunny. That's a different thing.
So it seems like the flag-raising ceremony has been successfully completed. So
Complete success.
complete success. This is a great victory for Carrie Lam. So we don't know what's going to happen here because there's supposed to be a big rally today at 2. So we don't know if this is going to break up and people are going to come back for that, or if they're just going to try and make this go directly into the rally. It's still pretty early in the day that's going to happen.
Well, this is like kind of the end point of the rally. The start point is a couple miles to the east. Yeah. I mean, the people who are going to be joining the parade later, protest later today, are a little different. Like, that's kind of more mainstream Hong Kongers. Okay. More police vans pulling up behind us and lining up. So these protesters in front of us are mostly young. A lot of them were here over.
It just seems like he was putting a pepper spray thing away, not really getting it out.
Do you guys see the live stream? All right, are we back?
Hey guys, everything, we're back? We're back. We're
Okay,
back.
great.
Sorry about that. So just in case, like, the audio got cut off, we saw somebody handling a, the internet's really spotted guns.
There's a lag.
Sorry about the lag. Sorry about technology. Oh, seems like they might be backing off.